I recently got to direct a project for Kendall Rae Johnson. She's the youngest registered farmer in the country. We were working with the USDA, documenting her story. But as much as the shoot was about Kendall, it was also about the space that we were creating around her for other young artists, creators, and storytellers to step in and grow. This wasn't just a shoot. It was, for me, a reminder of how far I've come and how important it is to open the door behind you and not just walk through it. Day one, canning facility. Day one was bare bones, just me, my DP, Josh, and my camera operator, Quincy. We didn't have our full lens kit yet. We just used what we had. So we had the Sigma Art 18-35 f1.8 and our location, the canning facility. Bright, industrial. It was kind of a difficult place to shoot, to be honest with you. We started with B-roll, lighting setups around the food prep table, and this was where we caught some really good magic there. There's something about capturing people working with their hands, prepping the food, and telling those type of stories without using words. We lit it carefully, and we kind of took our time with a couple of shots. We actually got a little bit rushed, but it was difficult trying to shoot with all those metal tables and metal fixtures around. But when you slow down and you breathe and you figure out like how to work around it, it usually works pretty well. All right, day two was the greenhouse shoot. The next day we moved into the greenhouse. That light was beautiful. And this time we had our full setup. We had the Blackmagic 6K Pros, and we had the DZO Vespids, the 12mm, the 35mm, and the 50mm. A-Cam had the 35mm, B-Cam had the 50mm, and Josh dialed in the light perfectly, soft, a little bit moody, but still felt alive. We kind of used a little bit of negative field to kind of control a lot of that light there. Then we transitioned to the interview. We brought in a few crew. We had sound, set design, BTS photographers and videographers, and the greenhouse became a stage, or basically our stage. And the set design team, they basically rearranged everything like a painting, and it looked dimensional, had detail. And I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of spaces like this, because it's kind of difficult to control the lighting, but it was a space where we were able to control what we wanted to control, or needed to control, and it actually worked in our favor. But during the interview, we actually used a teleprompter, and I'm not a big fan of teleprompter, I'm gonna be honest with you, unless someone is really skilled at reading from a teleprompter. Sometimes it just falls flat, and this time it worked though. Kendall was pretty good. She was composed, she was herself. It took her a little bit of time to get into it, but after that we kind of ended in shooting some B-roll and just her taking up the space and existing in the space, smiling and being amongst the plants. And the first setup was the potting scene. We framed it so that the plants had depth and had like a character in the shot. And sometimes the best moments are the quiet ones. We just let her kind of do her thing. So here's a little bit of reflection of the shoot.
What you thinking about playing here?
I'm thinking about like her. There was a moment during the shoot where I feel like I looked around and I realized that I used to be the kid who was begging to be on someone's shoot and asking to borrow gear and just trying to be around, and didn't really see much around. Now I'm like creating the space for other people to step in, and maybe that's the real flex, right? It's like not the lenses, not the lights, not the client, but the environment that you're building around your creativity. If you think about spaces like California is what it is because someone decided to create it. Atlanta, New York, wherever like we're talking about, these are places where people decided they wanted to create. And so wherever you are, create, even if it's like something you feel like is not right at the time or you're not in the right place, because when you create, you make room for others to do the same. I'm grateful to Kendall, to the USDA, to the crew, to everybody who was involved and helped me shoot this. The younger version of me who never stopped trying to create, I feel like I'm trying to awaken that person again. And if you're watching this, don't wait for the perfect conditions. Start where you are and drop a comment if you've ever been in those full circle moments, or if you are still grinding to try to get yourself out there and do your thing. I see you, and let's keep building. This is all shot on the C70, by the way, and this is my director's hat. Just picked up this director's hat because I feel like directors always have like these weird, hats that they direct with. Feel like a director with this hat on, right? It's just, well, I like the colors, but maybe we'll go with that for the video. Yeah,